Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Jay Cartere, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing the first episode of House of Cards Season 4. First of all, I'm just going to let you guys know what I remember of the third season. The last thing that happened was, spoiler alert, Claire left Frank, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens from that. I kind of think Claire's probably going to try and run for president also. Basically, the way I'm going to review these videos is I kind of got it written down here. It's my 3-part review structure. First of all, I'll give you guys the overall feeling on the episode, like what I think about it, if it was a good episode or not. And then I'm going to reveal to you guys the significant moments in the episode, so spoiler alert for that. And then I'm going to give you guys my predictions, what I think is coming next in the next episode. And I think I might put 2 episodes in each video, but for the first episode, I'm definitely just going to do the premiere episode by itself. So yeah, I'm going to watch it now, and then I'll record the review after, edit to this video, and we'll get this review series popping. Yo, so I just finished the first episode of Season 4 House of Cards, and I'm going to try and basically, I'm not going to do a lot of editing on these videos, so I'm gonna use my notes, and I'm gonna try and get this out as best I can. But I didn't write down my feelings on the episode, because obviously I'm gonna express those from the heart and let you guys know if I like the episode or not. So I'm very excited for what's about to come. They did lay a lot of foundation for a lot of plot threads that I'm excited to see how they explore those and what comes of it. So yeah, I think it was a good episode. It was kind of slow. There weren't as many breakings of the fourth wall that I'm used to and that I enjoy from the House of Cards series. So I didn't get that one-on-one time with Kevin Spacey that I would have liked. But by the way, Kevin Spacey is like one of my favorite actors, if you guys didn't know that. So yeah, and I am rooting for Frank Underwood. I didn't let you guys know that in my pre-video before I started actually watching the thing. But yeah, I wrote down a couple of things that I forgot. I'm rooting for Frank, but he was really dumb in the way that he treated Claire in season 3, so I wasn't cool with what he done there, because he was like, you're nothing without me, and saying that sort of shit. And I think that's really gonna come and bite him in the ass. He should definitely not have done that. And by the way, I also forgot to say Doug is a real G. I didn't expect him to kill that girl in season 3, but yeah, he did, and he just doesn't joke. Doug is really on this thing. He's back in the fold with Frank, and yeah, I'm happy to see him there, because I think he was in season 1 and season 2, and then he got hurt at the end of season 2, and then he finally came back into the fold around the latter end of season 3. So I'm happy to see him out and about doing the wild shit that Doug does in season 4, episode 1. Also, now I remember who Frank is actually up against in this race. He's versing Dunbar and Conway, and from what I'm seeing, it seems like Frank might not win. It's not really looking great for him at all. But yeah, now we're gonna get into the spoilers. I might do a little spoiler text thing on the screen so you guys know if you're watching. So you can skip past, but no. The last part is going to be my prediction, so that might kind of be spoilers as well. So if you don't want any spoilers, I guess this is the end of the video for you. But everyone who's seen the episode, which is what these videos are basically for, it's basically for you guys to see my opinion of the episode that we just watched together, theoretically, and yeah, to discuss it and see what we think is going to come next. So basically, the big thing of episode 1 was we see the reporter Lucas from season 2. He was the guy that got jailed in season 2. I think they finessed him into doing some computer crime, and then oh my days, it was terrible. After Frank killed Zoe, they finessed him to doing some computer crime. And then yeah, they just locked him up, and it was just peak times for him. But yeah, in the first episode, we see his roommates with someone who apparently took the fall for some powerful criminal, and then he persuades him to tell him what happened, whilst a federal agent listens in the other room. And then after that, we find out that he's talking to the feds to get witness protection, and now he's free, and his new name is John Carlisle. So that's like the first big piece, big plot thread that we've got going into the fourth season. So it's going to be really interesting to see what comes of that, because he does have some dirt on Frank, and if that does come out, it is going to be peak time. So yeah, that could really fuck some things up. But the second thing that happened was obviously Claire moved in with her mother, and Claire's trying to run to be a senator of Texas in the hopes of becoming a governor in 2020. She's got a campaign consultant called Leanne, who Frank tries to bully out of working with Claire, which doesn't work. And it seems like since season 3, it seems like Frank's bullying doesn't really go to plan like it used to. Like in season 1 and season 2, he would strong arm bare people into doing things that they didn't want, and it always work out for him. But since season 3, and he's kind of on his downfall, I'm really hoping this... I kind of want this to be the last season, but I kind of also don't want it to be the last season. But it seems like it's going to be the last season. We'll see anyways. But it seems like he's on his downfall right about now. So stuff that he tries doesn't really work out. Loads of things are happening against him, and it's just it's really tense for Frank. Also because I root for Frank, because he's just a ruthless scumbag, and I love Kevin Spacey, and I love the performance that he does with Frank Underwood, and I just can't help but root for the villain, man. But yeah, so that doesn't work. And then the third thing is Seth, Frank's press secretary, may have betrayed Frank and handed information about his marital issues over to Dunbar's people, because they had a little meeting. We didn't actually see if Seth handed over the information, but the information did come out. They did hit the press, but Frank finessed the situation and persuaded Claire to say that she left in order to see her mother, who she now just found out has cancer. But obviously she said that she found out ages ago. But yeah, that's kind of a deep emotional thing that's happening with Claire right about now. But the last words of the episode came from Claire's mum to Claire, and she said, "You're stronger than he is, but you've got to put him in his place." So that seems like, Claire's mum's in her ear saying, "You know what, fuck Frank, innit? Let's do this thing, innit?" And she might persuade Claire to do some things that really aren't very good for Frank. So it's very interesting. But yeah, obviously I do want to see Frank come out on top, but I know that's highly unlikely that that's gonna happen. So I just guess we gotta see. But my 3 questions and my 3 predictions on what's happening so far is basically Lucas is out. Is he gonna fuck up things with Frank? I think definitely he's gonna play a part somewhere in the later season, or else they wouldn't have introduced him. There would have been no point. But I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know if he's just gonna like report about Zoe or something like that, because if he does do that, then that will put the target on his back again. So maybe he wants to he's gonna try and stay out of it, and then something's gonna bring him in. Like maybe one of the other, what are they called? One of the other people who are running for president might find him and then try to get the information out of him in order to use it against Frank. So that's going to be really interesting. Please leave your answer to these questions down below also. Also, Claire's trying to pursue her own political goals, and her mother is telling her Frank is no good, basically. Will they butt heads down the line? That's the question. And I think, yeah, they will. I don't think there's any possibility of them working in harmony and everything going well. I don't think that's going to happen at all. If that was going to happen, I don't think they would have broke up in the first place. I think it's definitely going to cause some turmoil, and something's going to happen down the line where they've got different goals, and Claire wants to do something and Frank wants her to do something else, and then she goes and does what she wants to do, because she's done that before. She just does whatever the fuck she wants to do anyways. and that's going to piss him off, and it's probably going to fuck up his campaign or something. So that's going to be really interesting to see how he reacts to that. Also, did Seth betray Frank? Will Frank find out, and what will Frank do? So I think, you know what? That might have been a red herring, you know. That little meeting might have been a red herring, because I've liked Seth from, like, I didn't really like know his name until like this episode. I totally forgot what his name was, but I did really like him in the previous seasons. He did do a lot of great damage control. He seemed like he was low. He seemed like he was down for the team. But that meeting did seem like it kind of persuaded him to be a disloyal dog. I'm hoping that that's not the case, but I'm going to say no, Seth didn't betray Frank, because that's too straightforward, because they showed us him talking to them, and they're cutting him out of the loop. Maybe he'll betray that. You know what? Maybe he did. I really don't know, but will Frank find out who betrayed him? Yes, I think he will. Maybe he'll think that it's Seth, and that if Seth didn't do it, then that's going to be terrible. What will Frank do? Bruv, I don't even know. Because Frank is just out here. He's a wild guy, you know. Sometimes he's really calm and collected, but sometimes he just does some wild shit. So there's probably going to be some murders going down in season 4. I remember when watching the trailer, I saw some people die. But that might have been a dream sequence, because in this episode we did see a dream sequence of Frank and Claire having like a little fight or something. So I don't know, man, but you guys let me know what you think is going to happen down below in the comment section. Let me know if you like this episode. Let me know if you like these reviews and whatnot. I'm going to be filming a couple more today. Maybe, I don't know if I'll film the whole series today, so we'll see. But hopefully I'll put out at least 2 videos today. These videos do seem like they're going to be a bit long, so they are going to be for each episode. I'm not going to try and put 2 videos in one episode. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long. So all this warmth I share with you.